Today I'm going to demonstrate how to do the FA in here. So first thing first, you got to organize your file. I'm using this folder, printing FA. So usually we create a new folder named link files in here. So whatever the links files will be thrown in here. So I have downloaded a Rocket image in here. So this will be the link file that I'll be using. So firstly, you got to understand what is the size of your document. So in here, right, let's place a file first. And this round we're going to use for the normal trimming. Okay, so let's go to the recent one. Okay, and I choose this one and place it here. So let's say the file, usually you just need to open your properties. This will be easier to see. So first of all, right, you need to turn on rulers. These are rulers, show rulers is in the view. And then make sure you right click to the MM. Usually I stay with MM. And then once it's turned to MM already, your MM or your properties right will display the width and height in MM unit. So let's say the size is about let's say a square shape, maybe like 160. Sorry, 160 times 160. So we need to create a square. Let's say this is a 160 times 160. So let's say this is a document file that we want. Let me change to other color so that in order not to confuse you. So these are properties. Okay, these are layers. I'll be using layers and properties a lot. So these will be our properties. These are layers. So now I have one layers. So let's say I'm going to use this one as the my trim area. So I just select this one. I go to edit. Sorry, object. Sorry, it should be object, clipping mask, make. And then after some adjustment, you can, or using the direct selection tool or selection tool. If you use the selection tool, right, you just need to double click the image and then press a shift key. Okay, so, and then I'm going to create another layer. So this layer, I'll be calling it as image. Okay, so you can have a little bit of a graphic if you want. Say a star in here. Maybe a red color in here. And then you could have a text layer. You're going to have a text layer here. One more layer up. So just type it as text. So you can just type your text in here. You can have a title, let's say flying. You can use a command T. Choose the font that you want. Okay, you can change the case. Let's say uppercase. Okay, so this, let's say this is a text that you want. It's fine. All right. And then we're going to do the trim mark. Okay, trim mark. We're going to create another layer, which is called trim mark. So I'm going to using this. Now the property is like 150. Sorry, 150 times 150, and I'm going to create another box by using the rectangular tool. Shift key. 150 times 150. in the properties, okay, say any color. So in the layers, I'm going to change the layers. The trim, I'm going to move it to the top and here. All right. So this, so we just need to double check. So the trim is 150 times 150. Let me just turn on this one. Turn off. The image will be 150 times 150. All right. So now I'm going to display this one. Select this layer, trim mark. Select the square. So I go to Object, Create Trim Mark. So you create a trim mark for you, and then after that you can just delete this square. Okay, and you can see that now everything is aligned. You can test it with the guideline. You can see that now everything is aligned. Okay, using the guideline to check. All right, so everything seems good by far, and we're going to image. Use a direct selection tool. Direct selection tool is this one. The first two in second column. Click on the contour of the image in here. You can see that it will be very good if you always label your layers rightly. And then now we're going to extend as bleed. So now we know that is 150 times 150. So we're going to extend 3 mm in the left and 3 mm in the right. So in total there will be 6 mm in the width. So now we're going to use the properties plus 6 mm. So it will be 156. So together with the width, the height is the same thing. It will be 156 also. So now you can see that there will be the bleed of the 3 mm at the surrounding area. Okay, so far it seems quite smooth. And now, before we output it, we have to make sure the text is outlined. So we select, the best way is you don't select the text. You make sure you unlock everything first. You can go to Object, make sure everything is unlocked and unhide. And then you just press Command A, or you can, using the Edit, which is a Control A, select all of them, and then you go to Type, Create Outlines. Once you're creating an outline, you can see that now this one is no longer a text. You can just go to View, Outline, and view it. Okay. So now everything seems good, and then we just need to finally make sure the document size is smaller. So you can go to the document setup, edit abort, slightly downsize the document. So otherwise, when it's come to printers, right, they can save more paper for you. So now everything seems good. It has been outlined already, and then we have the trim mark, we have the text. So now we're going to output it. Okay, so we're going to use a save as, and go to the printing FA, the folder. We will save in the PDF format. So let's say this is Rocket. Always remember, okay, the working file you have to save it, and when it's come to outline file, you have to save as extra, one extra file. Usually we label it as OL. OL stands for outline. So when the printer receives this OL, right, they will understand this is the outline file. So we're going to save it. So when you save in the outlines, right, you can just basically just ignore this part. The most important thing is the compressions. Usually we do not downsample it. All right. Okay. You can even untick this one, compress untick the compressed text and line art, mark and blitz, outputs, advanced. Okay. So using the mark and blitz, right, you can using the all printed marks. Because we already make our own trim marks, so you can untick this one and also untick the use document blitz setting and then save PDF. Once you already save it, you can just go to here and have a look. So you can see that all the information are displayed.